Most people are not really living. They're chasing approval, chasing money, chasing distractions, chasing happiness like it's something out there, just around the next corner. But here's the truth. If you're chasing something, it means you don't have it. And if your purpose depends on something you don't have, you'll never stop running. What if everything we've been told about life's purpose was built on illusion? What if life was never about becoming something, acquiring something, or proving something, but about waking up to something that has always been here? Subscribe to the true God, because here we speak from enlightenment, not opinion. We reveal what the world has missed for centuries. This is not about what humans believe about God. This is about the God who exists, with or without belief. The real purpose of life is not to accumulate, achieve, or become. The real purpose of life is to realize. Not to believe, not to obey, not to endlessly seek, but to wake up. Everything you've been taught about purpose is designed to keep you asleep. From religion to capitalism to modern psychology, almost every system is built around one central assumption: that you are incomplete, that something is missing, that you must earn, achieve, or sacrifice your way toward meaning. But that's the lie. The real purpose of life is not external. It's not a goal in the future. It's the unveiling of truth, right now within you. Let's start with the lie that has shaped almost every human life: materialism. Not just in the sense of consumerism, but materialism as a worldview. The belief that reality is made of matter, that you are a biological machine, and that meaning comes from physical events: status, success, pleasure, power, survival. This idea isn't just wrong, it's spiritually fatal, because it turns your life into a treadmill. You are constantly trying to do more, be more, get more, but you never arrive. You never become whole. And here's why: you're looking in the wrong direction. Imagine trying to quench your thirst by pouring water onto a mirror. That's what it's like to look for meaning in the material world. It reflects something deeper, but it can't satisfy you. That's why so many people, even after achieving fame, wealth, or relationships, still feel empty. That's why depression exists at all levels of society. That's why the most advanced civilization in history is also the most anxious, distracted, and confused. Because we've confused stimulation for purpose. The real purpose of life is not to win at the game of matter. It's to see through the game entirely. To stop identifying with the ego, the body, the story, and to realize what you are beneath all of it. You are not a body with a soul. You are awareness, pure, infinite, silent awareness, having the experience of being human. But you've forgotten. And this forgetting is the root of all suffering. When you forget who you are, you live as who you are not. You become trapped in fear, attachment, ambition, shame, and pride. You serve illusions. You measure your worth by how others see you. You try to earn something that is already yours. This is the human condition. But it's not the human truth. The truth is, you are already whole. You are already enough. But the mind doesn't know how to experience this. The mind wants to measure, label, compare, and fix. The mind always needs something to do, some problem to solve. And so it cannot grasp the simplicity of real purpose. Because the real purpose of life is not something the mind can understand. It's something the soul must realize. Here's the truth. The real purpose of life is awakening. Awakening is not a mystical fantasy. It's not about glowing lights or altered states or floating above your body. It's about coming out of illusion. It's about seeing clearly. It's about remembering what you are, consciousness itself. When you awaken, you stop trying to become something. You realize you already are. You stop searching for love. You realize you are love. You stop fighting reality. You align with it. Awakening is not the end of life. It is the beginning. It's the shift from surviving to being, from striving to seeing. And here's something most people never hear. The purpose of life is not personal. It's not about your career, your legacy, your goals. It's about truth. The personal you is just a mask. It's a temporary appearance in consciousness. It's a story being played out on the screen of awareness. But behind that story is something eternal. That eternal essence is what you truly are. And that is where purpose lives. Not in becoming someone, but in recognizing what you are beyond someone. When you wake up, life becomes incredibly simple. Not easier, but simpler. Because you stop playing the ego's game. You no longer need to win. You no longer need to impress. You no longer depend on the outer world to validate your inner truth. That's freedom. That's purpose. Not a mission you must accomplish, but a presence you must remember. Every spiritual teaching that ever mattered, when stripped of culture and dogma, points to the same thing: awaken. Die bevorderde Taudi. Know yourself, not as a name or a personality, but as life itself. The real purpose of life is not something you find, it's something you become aware of. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So what now? What does this mean for your life, today, in this moment? It means this: stop chasing. Stop trying to fix yourself. Stop measuring your life by what you have, what you've done, or what you think you should be. Instead, be still. Observe. See through the noise. Let go of the lies that tell you you're not enough. Wake up from the dream of separation, and remember what you are. The real purpose of life is not out there. It is not in the future. It is not in someone else's approval. It is here, now, inside you. You are not here to become worthy. You are here to remember that you already are. This is what religion tried to say, but forgot. This is what science can't measure, but depends on. This is what all the great mystics whispered across time. The kingdom of God is within you, and it is not a place. It is a state of knowing. And once you know, you are free. Not because life gets easier, but because you no longer need it to. You're no longer a prisoner of the external. You've found something deeper, unshakable, real. That is the real purpose of life. To awaken, to remember, to live not from illusion, but from truth. And that is why you're here. Subscribe to the true God. Here, we speak not from belief, but from knowing. Not from religion, but from reality. Not from opinion, but from what is. The world is ready to awaken. And it begins with you.